Hey everybody, welcome to what we'll consider episode 1 of Twin Cedars Woodworks. I brought you all here today to show you the very clever micro adjust drawing bow. But before I kind of give you the rundown on how this was born and how you can make one for yourself, I just wanted to take a quick second to kind of introduce myself and kind of tell you what my game plan is here, I guess. You may notice that there are, 3 or 4 other videos on this channel that are older. Probably shot them a little over a year ago in my old shop. And I've been kind of up in the air about, does the world need another YouTube woodworker? Well, I mean, last time I checked, there's probably roughly 400,000 YouTube woodworkers out there, so I'm kind of debating, does the world really need another one? But friends and folks that come over to the shop are always telling me, hey, you should do a YouTube channel. And I'm like, yeah, I have one. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can do this thing. So I'm gonna be getting better lighting, better camera equipment, the whole 9 yards, and make a serious effort to do, to produce videos that are not only entertaining, but, maybe educational. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I kind of equate woodworking with gardening. I mean, you ask somebody how to grow a tomato, they're going to tell you, their way to grow a tomato. Everybody has a different way of growing a tomato. Well, same thing in woodworking. There's another cliche. There's more than one way to skin a cat. So, bottom line, I'll be, showing you my way to skin a cat and my way to grow a tomato. So, let's move on to what I brought you here for, which is the drawing bow. I needed to make one, and being a starving artist, trying to produce furniture that, people aren't crazy paying outrageous prices for, I gotta make a lot of things instead of just buying them. So really pretty simple, nice piece of hardwood, pretty straight grain, and have a little flex to it. I used walnut in this case. You could probably use just about any species of hardwood. You're not going to get a dramatic radius out of these, and you can always make longer ones or shorter ones or whatever you need to do to fit your particular piece of furniture that you're designing. This is a pretty good general size. And two, when I draw a radius, I'll typically have a specific point in the center of that radius that I want to hit. So that's kind of how I'll determine where that radius needs to hit. So let's say in the middle of a top rail, I'll be needing 1.5 inches, and then on the sides I've got 2 inches. So then I can draw 3 points, and I'll have a specific place to set this. The problem lies in adjusting these back and forth. If I just used a string, I could put a taut line on there and tighten it up and get it to, pretty close, but having this allows me to really dial it in specific, to a specific radius where I can hit those 3 points. So it's pretty convenient. I didn't happen to have any string, so I had to figure out, how I can make it with what I had on hand, which I had some old copper wire with the insulation still on it, which would have been fine, but with that wire on its own, it didn't lend to any adjustability at all. It would have been really hard to secure it in a specific spot and then change that and have it stay there. And so in digging around in my scrap bin, I came up with a hose clamp. So all I did was snip it in half, and I bent it over so I had double thickness, and drill a hole through it, and bam, the Micro Adjust drawing bow is born. So pretty simple, probably, you know, an adjustable strap on one end, which totally makes sense. And I'm sure that's relatively easy to, can you hear that? I'm kind of technically out in the country, so when you watch my videos, you might hear gunshots. I'm not in the ghetto though, so don't worry. So pretty simple deal. Just thought I'd share so you can make your own. You can do it too. So I guess that kind of wraps up this scene. That's a pretty simple deal. Let me know what you might want to see. Considering there's a million woodworkers out there on YouTube, there might be something that you haven't seen yet that you'd love to see. Let me know what it is. Give me some ideas, so I can give you another source for information and entertainment and tons of fun here on the YouTubes. So I guess that's it for today. May the Sawvest always fall in your favor.